Was of the genealogy of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and David. Yes, he grew up in Nazareth. Yes, he took care of his mother after Joseph was gone. Yes, he walked on water. Yes, he confronted the political corruption of his day. Yes, he had 12 disciples. Yes, he died one day at 33 years old, but he was a human being, and there's much about Jesus that we don't know. You only have 4 gospel accounts, and everything in there is so absolutely needful. But John said there's no way we could tell everything. There would not be enough books that the earth could contain if we tried to tell everything. And there's much about him that we still don't know. We know that he liked eating fish because he cooked some one time. Can y'all hear me? We know he liked having days of relaxation because he visited the home of Mary and Martha and Lazarus in Bethany until his enemies thought they had a death trap for him when he went to visit them one time. Get off of me, y'all. We know that he could become angry. Jesus had a temper. And while you tripping on that, don't you have one? I said, don't you have one? Certain things will trigger your temper, and every man has a breaking point. Y'all ain't gonna help me today. Only thing about it, sometimes when you lose your temper, you sin. When Jesus lost his temper, he was even righteous when he was angry. He was angry, but he never sinned. When he got angry, he never cussed. When Jesus got angry, he never thought about hurting anybody. When Jesus got angry, he did not lose control. When Jesus got angry, he was not insulting or rude. When Jesus got angry, he did not have side effects. When Jesus got angry, he was angry at sin, angry at unkindness, angry at evil, angry at the works of the devil. And he walked into a house of God one day and said, I'm angry about hypocrisy, rip-off artists and charlatans and tricksters, because my house shall be called house of prayer. And this group right here has turned it into a den of thieves. Jesus knew how to cry. Nobody more human than he, nobody more manly than he. Be careful about a man that never cries. I'm in trouble, Jesus. Now be careful about a man who cries all the time.
That's right.
Jesus had it just right. We only see him crying one time. And his crying became the marker of the shortest verse in the Bible. Jesus wept. I'm not allowed. If I were allowed, I'd put a parenthesis and add that. Just this one time he wept. Because real men don't spend their life in emotional mush. Real men are not full of pessimism and helplessness. Real men don't spend their lives with self-pity, feeling sorry for themselves. Real men don't blame everybody for everything that went wrong in their life. Real men are not preoccupied with their problems. They know they're a part of the solution. Real men can't be mama's boy and they're 78 years old. And sometimes they gotta man up. They gotta face the music, bite the bullet, and instead of being part of the problem, be a part of the solution and help somebody else. Not go through what they went through. Can y'all hear me? Same thing should be said of women. Now women, they got to cry more than men. They got more to cry about. But every woman has to decide at some time, it's time for me to wipe my tears away, take the arrows out of my chest, lift my head up, and face reality that life must go on. Lord help me, Jesus. And may I say this? And I'm about to come to a close. I'm about to come to my close. Sometimes when things do become painful, pain is real. Sometimes things do become very burdensome, very grievous. And all you can do is cry. But once you have gone into your deepest despair, you need to know you're not down there alone. There's never a pain that you feel alone. There's never a sorrow. There's never a loss. Just preach anyway, God. You're a preacher. There's never a regret. There's never a guilt. There's never an isolation. There's never a shortage. There's never a nightmare that you are in by yourself. And when you're in your deepest despair, you got to know that, yea, though I walk through the valley of what death? Shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for the Lord is with me. He knows the pains we bear. He knows the pains we feel. He's already felt what we feel. He's already faced what we faced. He's a human, and we don't know all about him, but we know enough to know that he has been one that can be touched with the feelings of our infirmities. That he has been at all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. And whatever trap or pit you may ever find yourself in, and we all have been there. Somebody say, I've been there. You don't stay there because you know that Jesus is able to bring you up. He's able to bring you out. And he's able to carry you through. Somebody say, nobody like Jesus.